Hello and welcome, my fellow operatives. My name is Taff Taylor, and today I'm about to show you the 2021 TBW, that's Tennessee Backyard Wrestling Raging Rumble, that I got to the privilege to be a part of, which was interesting, my first actual Rumble that I've ever been a part of. And this was October 2021, October 30th actually. And here I am, I'm coming out as number one. I think there's 20 participants in this Rumble. The only way to win their rules isn't over by the top rope. It's literally anybody that gets eliminated from the ring, kind of like, sumo wrestling in a way, then that means they are eliminated. But nonetheless, I was number one. Now, funny little story about this day. As we wait for number two, and yes, number two is Mr. Anthony Steele, or he calls himself in his little alternate persona called Diablo. We have actually been at the arena for probably about 6 hours that day because we were waiting for these other competitors to show up, and everybody was stalling because of the rain. And we didn't know if we were going to have to reschedule or shoot this or whatever it was. And I said we need to get out there and just do it. Whatever happens, happens, and let's just be safe and have fun. And this was late in the evening, so if you watch by the end of this match, this is around sunset that we're starting this match up. Halfway through the match, you're going to start seeing it get darker and darker, and at the end of it, it'll be nighttime, which is interesting. That's how long this match is, good 40 minutes or so, but it's very entertaining. So here we are. I started my career in TBW probably a month before this, and the whole reason I came out of retirement from backyard wrestling to get back into it is to go after that kid right there, the young lion, Mr. Anthony freaking Steele from Iowa or Indiana or wherever the hell he came from. But nonetheless, he was a good guy. Anyways, he brought me out of retirement. I got to give him that. And those who don't know, he's the reason why I'm here. I'm not here for anybody else other than him. And before we could have our one-on-one matchup, we needed to have a go at the Raging Rumble to see who could go to season finale to face the champion. In my eyes, at this time, I didn't care about facing the champion. I came back for one reason, as you can see, Steele with the James Taylor and the X over it shirt. He had that made because of me. How many people get a shirt made because of their opponent? This guy did. So here I am talking some trash, as you can hear. And so we start this thing. We're going to start the Rumble off. There's 20 participants. The only thing I have in my eyes is to beat the hell out of Anthony Steele. Here we are locking up. And to eliminate him, because I do not want him to go after no title. I don't care about no championships. All I care about is embarrassing him and teaching him a lesson. And as you can see, we have the tie-up. He's a little bit stronger, so I showed him some disrespect, slapping him in the face. You're not going to overpower me. You're not going to get the best of me. Hit me with them hard right hands, but I'm a brawler too. You don't want to get in a fist fight or a slugfest with the nemesis James Taylor, because you're going to lose. I don't care how big and tall you are. I don't care how strong you are. If you're in a brawling contest with me, you're going to lose, period. And that's what happened here. I picked his big ass up and slammed him with a good old suplex. This was that makeshift ring before they got the actual one. So here we are. He's laid out for the count. Now he's sitting up because he's in his little Diablo form, but it didn't impress me. I just seen him as still just plain old Anthony Steele, even though he was trying to live the character of Diablo. But Diablo wasn't ready for James. No, he sure wasn't. Hits me with that big old clothesline. I'm right back up. And now he's hitting me with some more right hands. That ring, though, that mat was slick. Super slick. We had to be super careful. We can't really run against the ropes because the ropes were so fragile. Here he is hitting me with that knee, giving me a little bit of the crotch rocket right there. So I'm getting up, and now I'm pissed. Now I'm a little bit upset. All right, this kid, he's over here trying to knock me out. You should have turned your back on me, buddy. Going right after him. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the butthole stomps, knocking his ass down as we getting ready for the number 3 entrant in this Rumble to come out here. Every 90 seconds, I think it is, a participant will come out, a superstar, and they'll all give their shot. The thing that's confusing is this next one, the number 3, though. There are 2 people that came out. So does that count as 3 and 4? I don't know. Maybe they were split personalities and they just split up, but you're going to see these 2 guys come out. One's in a purple jumpsuit, one's in a green jumpsuit. Don't know who they were. Morpheus and Morphine, that's what it is. And this was basically the comedic part of this match. I was too busy worrying about Anthony, and then the big green booger-looking dude comes after me. The small little purple turd goes after Anthony. You figured the bigger guy would have went after Anthony and the smaller guy would have went after me, but I didn't give a damn. I was like, whoever's going to jump on, let's go. So me and Anthony actually coexisting for a very brief moment as we both take out Morpheus and Morphine. So I say, what are you going to do? I hit him with that bionic elbow, knocking the green booger down, and then he decides he's going to do a cutter. Bam! Hits the cutter on Morphine or Morpheus or whatever his freaking name is, and then I get the booger man with a stunner. Bow! Knocking him flat on his butt. And then he's like, all right. Obviously, mine looked better than his cutter. So as you can see right here, see what he's doing? He's going through the rope. That's just TBW's way of doing a rumble, I guess, because they're too scared to go over the top rope. But if it was me, I would go over the top rope. It doesn't matter. But these ropes were so fragile. This guy right here, he's like, just kick me out of the ring. Just kick me out of the ring. I said, oh, come on, man. I'm like, go through the ropes. No. There's somebody out there. Just kick me out of the ring. So I just kind of roll him out and kick him out. And there he goes. He rolls out. He gets all dirty, and he's right back up because the ground. So then me and Anthony go right back at it. So here he is attacking me. I mean, this was a fun day. It was interesting. The cameraman, though, I have to critique the cameraman. There's action going on in the ring. He should have kept the camera on the action all the way until the next entrant came out. This one was a good one because this is a small moment in time where the Ledger Shade came out and was in the ring with me, Taff Taylor, the nemesis James Taylor, and Anthony Steele. Now, Anthony did get a chance to face Ledger one-on-one, but I didn't, unfortunately. But here's a moment that everybody loves is this like, look at this dream scenario. 3 triple threat, Ledger, Taylor, and Steele. All going at it. So Ledger coming out, he's having his moment, hits me with that enziguri. You can see the big bump that I took. And now Steele trying to go after Ledger. Ledger too fast, too quick for him, even with the slick, hit the sling blade. And then I'm on top of him. Look at that. There's a moment right here. I got the lay hands on Ledger. Hit him with a couple of rights. He spun around, hits me with that clothesline in the corner. Bam! He's going to go run off. I take the bump. And then he decides to go after Steele, but Steele cut him off. Clearly, Ledger and I is a dream match scenario for a lot of people. Boom! Steele throws Ledger right into me and then does a big body splash on top of both of us. So he knocks us both down and calling for the crowd. We're waiting for the next guy to come out, and I'm rocking back and forth, and he goes right after me. But I wouldn't expect anything else from Anthony because Anthony hated me and I hated him. Here he is ringing my arm up. I don't know what in the hell he was doing here. So he brings me down, puts my arm behind my back. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry. Beep. And then Ledger comes up. Now they're both jumping me. So I'm doing my selling job. I didn't know what the heck Anthony was doing with his little blue shoes. And then look at that enziguri. Just kind of slapped Anthony across the nose. He's trying to eliminate Anthony. I was like, oh, please, do it. Do it. There's old Matthew Joseph over there. He's like, come on, brother. And then bam, I hit Ledger just like that in the back. Look at the size difference between me and the Shade. Shade, a little dude. He's a little guy. He's tall, but he's little. And clothesline him in the corner. You know, when you work with people for the first time, you kind of don't know. You got to know your limits and don't know what all you got to do. So here I am, hard right hand. And then this guy, the Jackal. His character was very interesting. He came out just laughing. And so my first time I ever met this guy, I didn't get to practice with him, nothing. He gets in the ring and he decides to jump on the biggest dog I guess he could find, which was me. Apparently from his organization, he does a stunner. And there he is laughing at me, right? So I flip him off, hit him with a couple of right hands. He's laughing at me. I'm like, okay, you ain't about to no-sell me. You're not about to no-sell me. So he's knocking me down. I get to work with him a little bit. I was like, well, I'll take a break. I'll let him get a couple of licks in. And there's Ledger beating the crap out of Steele. Jackal runs, hits me with that knee in the side, right in my ribs. That hurt a little bit. Oh, big clothesline by Anthony Steele to the Shade, or Ledger. And now it looks like Jackal and Steele, or Diablo, is about to go out. So here we go with a headbutt. I don't know what kind of... Oh, okay. So Steele said, nope, not today, my turn. And then, bam, hits him with the Claymore, knocking the big orange dude down. And then, bam, look at that big old right hand. That clothesline from hell that I hit. I put all the emphasis that I had. And look how I just pick up Ledger right here. Little man, pick him up like he's just trash and slammed him down. And I know he didn't like that much. He's selling like a sumbitch right there too, though. I gotta give him credit. That's why he was the longest reigning world champion in TBW. Boom, working the legs of Anthony, because everybody that goes after Anthony, I see them as a problem. I see them as a victim. Like, no, you leave them alone. So there I am stomping Jackal. Ledger's over there selling. So now I'm in charge, and here comes number 6. See, this is what that camera work, right? It's cool, but at the same time, they should have had like a secondary camera or kept the camera on the action until the next superstar came out to the ring. But apparently, the guy who was recording didn't know. And I didn't even think about it until the time was happening. There's Manny Cobra, the guy that I fought the very first match since I returned. But the action was missed. I'm over there on the side, about to get eliminated by Anthony. Ledger's beating the hell out of Jackal. And then here comes old Manny Cobra. Nice knee by Ledger, by the way. And then Anthony working me down. Now Manny Cobra's on top of Ledger, working him. Jackal's in the corner, trying to regain himself. And what it looks like we're going for a suplex by Manny Cobra to Ledger. Damn. I don't even know if they really had a one-on-one, but so there I am, like, what the hell are you doing, Anthony? He's like, I'm trying to get you in the corner. He didn't tell me till the last minute. He's stomping me, but then Jackal comes out of nowhere. So they're having a little go at it. I'm sitting in the corner trying to find, my bearings, get my bearings straight. And then I see Manny Cobra, and I remember I didn't like Manny Cobra, and I gave him 3 stunners in my first match, and I decided I was going to give him another one. So here I am, hitting him with them right hands, and then, he flips me around. Ledger's on the side of the ring now. If he falls out, he's eliminated. And, looks like Ledger's going up top. I'm in the corner. Anthony looks like he's about to get, and then boom! Ledger jumping off the top rope, knocking Manny Cobra down like a SOB. And then there goes a big old left leg kick thing that Anthony did to Jackal, getting back in the ring. Ledger's trying to eliminate Manny and me. He can't decide which one he's going to get. Now he's stomping me, hurting me, stomping my legs in and destroying it. Now he's going after Anthony. And Manny Cobra's coming after me. See, now that was more like it. They kept the action, and then here comes Jacob Young. Don't know what he's doing, some little weird dance right there, but Jacob Young coming in, getting into the ring, and I take a DDT by Mr. Manny Cobra. And Ledger back on me again, trying to roll me out of the ring. I'm like, no. Anthony's down, Jackal's down, and now Jacob Young's in. So it looks like Jacob Young and Manny Cobra about to take an ass whipping from the Ledge Man. Here comes the Ledger with the Joker persona, going after Jacob Young. Jacob Young not selling too much, but Ledger working with what he can. And then here comes, look, Manny Cobra hitting his little cutter on me. I'm not doing too well at this moment, as y'all can tell. But he just got stomped in. So the ring's starting to fill up. 6 guys in this ring right now. Nobody's been eliminated yet, except for those Morpheus and Morphine. But it's like, who's going to be the next one to be eliminated? And now Ledger hitting that big old suplex on Jackal, a guy who's a little bit bigger than him. But this is why Ledger does what he does best. He dissects his opponents, and there I am. I had enough of Anthony. He was talking shit to me while I was down there. I am hitting him with that right hands, them piston-like right hands. DDT to Jacob Young by Manny Cobra, and then here I am getting up, and now it's me and it's Ledger. But, what's this? Bam! Hit him with the stunner. Manny is down. And now it's me, Anthony, and Ledger. I go in the corner and watch them have their little go at. Anthony Hitting them hard right hands on Ledger now. He's definitely taller than him. Uh-oh. Big boot. Hits the big boot. I wasn't impressed, so I decided I was going to go after him. So I said, come here, boy. And I tried to go for a little thing, but I about slipped and fell on my ass because the ring was wet. So here they are trying to keep some action, the camera on the action that's going on. Looks like Jackal's about to get eliminated, and here comes this kid, Destroyer. This kid apparently does a stunner as well, and I did not like that. I was like, no, we can't do that now. So here he comes. He's coming after me. I don't know why everybody seems to think that old Taff Taylor is a big old target. So I Irish whip him. He comes back and then bam, clothesline. Welcome to the real world, kid. Knock his ass down. And I just sit there and watch all the chaos as everybody just kind of beats the hell out of each other. So now here comes me and Jacob Young. Oh, bam. Jacob Young, he's like dead weight. He's a big dude. So I roll Destroyer out of the way, and me and Ledger are about to do a double suplex to this big bastard. On three. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There it is. Took that big old suplex, and now I was like, hey, now's my time to turn on Ledger. He wanted to work with me. So now I'm going to give him a start. Oh, Anthony trying to butt in. I chop him, and then wham, kick him in the gut, and popped him on that little joker chin of his. And then Anthony hits me with a cutter. Everybody got cutters all of a sudden. I'm the only one with the real stunner in here. So now it looks like they're about to try and double suplex. Look, Manny Cobra and Destroyer. They couldn't get Jacob Young up like me and Ledger did. And that right there could have hurt him. This is why you got to be safe. You got to really know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to mess up. But now we got Anthony going to take Destroyer up for a choke slam. Oh my gosh. He just like deadlifted him and slammed him down. Jacob going to push him out of the ring. And Destroyer's the first one out. So now it's Anthony and Jackal. Jacob Young's getting up, and now we're missing the action again. Destroyer definitely looking out. See, look. Oh, here comes the commissioner, Russell Cooper. Now, watch this. This one's really funny. Count how many seconds he gets into the ring. 1, 2, almost 2 seconds, and he already got eliminated by Taff Taylor. That was a record that I had, that he had, too.
Paperwork to do.
He said he had paperwork to do anyways, but okay. But nonetheless, that was a fun little moment right there that we had scripted and everything, which was good. Here I'm doing some old school stuff to Jacob Young. Hit him with a bionic elbow for Joshua Allen. And then the first time I hit him with a stunner, this guy was like a bag of potatoes. He just fell on me. Freaking 290 pounds just laying on my damn shoulder. I was like, damn, dude, sell it. So now I'm spent. I'm about gassed right here because didn't know what the hell was going on. All right, so I'm sitting in the corner and Anthony's getting up. Looks like he's waiting for Manny. He's trying to eliminate Ledger. Jacob Young stops. Anthony's looking for an opening. He's telling me to move. I remember he's like, look out, look out. I'm like, okay. So I just kind of roll over. And he's lining up Manny, and then bam, hits him with the Claymore. Old Jackal over there. I like that Jackal. I would have liked to have had a one-on-one match with him. He seemed like he would have been a crazy little bastard. Jacob Young doing his little stomping on me. And then Anthony, he's like, look at this. Stomp, 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 stomp. So, and then he decides to flip me off. Okay, I got you. That's what I said. I got you, buddy. Got the next person about to come out now. Do you see? Look at all the action that's being missed right now. All this crazy action is being missed because the cameraman wanted to get right up and close and personal to whoever it is that's about to come out. And that sucks. Because there is one segment that happens here in a little bit that I do where I like stun everybody. So here comes Atomic Queen Titan, old Atomic Titan. And he was excited and went right after me because apparently he was in cahoots with Anthony. And there I go, low blowing both them. And he's like, no, fuck you. I'm like, yeah, you want some, you little bastard? I just start stomping him. First time I've been in the ring with Titan at this point. And I guess he was super excited to get in the ring with me. Fun time. And after I choke him, I go right over to Anthony, start choking him, and then I rake him in the eyes. Ledger over there working on Manny Cobra. I'm sitting in the corner. I'm gassed at this point right now. It was actually chilly that day. It was really chilly, and it was crazy. But here's Titan going after me. I told him to back up, and Anthony, boom, bam, stunner out of nowhere. Nice sell by Anthony Steele, and then Titan hits his little running knee. I did what I could to sell it for him, and look at Jackal. Jackal looks like he's getting ready to take Titan out, but Titan doesn't notice. He wants to constantly put his foot on me, trying to push me out of the ring. Anthony's knocked out from my stunner. Manny Cobra sitting right by him. Everybody just kind of tore up right here. There goes Ledger and Titan now. They're having at it. Jackal trying to eliminate somebody. So just to go into a little perspective while we wait for the next person to come out, because I'm over there laid out like a SOB. This was October 30th, 2021, like I said earlier. This was the 1-year anniversary to my mother's passing a year prior in 2020 when she passed away. And I realized that when I was in the ring and I was doing this for her, one reason I came back into wrestling, number one, was because my mother loved everything that I did. She was a big fan of Stone Cold and loved seeing me do the stunner. And she always, of course, wanted me to be safe, and I've always been safe. And I did it for her, and every match I go into, whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter. I dedicate my matches to her. And also, I mean, I just do whatever I can to entertain. So here comes old party animal getting attacked. And then, check this stunner out. The Jackal took a mean stunner. I think this is the meanest stunner I've ever given somebody. I said, hey, bud, I'm going to kick you. Boom, and then watch this. Bam! He took that like a champ, I tell you what. He didn't bat an eye or was mad about anything. Jacob Young got eliminated. So we had that elimination. And everybody's just kind of going at it right here. And I remember just trying to find my bearings. Okay, who's free? And I'll just go and work with them. So I go over there and talk with Ledger. He said he wanted to have a little spot. Wanted me to beat him up some since he beat me up near the beginning. Got confused right here somehow. I don't know why. So I just kind of work on him slow. We're talking. Trying to discuss what we're about to do next. There's a spot that happens here in a little bit. Here I am giving him some right hands. And there's a spot that I was a little bit upset that they missed, but I gave a lot of stunners here in just a little bit. Oh, yeah, he picks me up right there. You barely see it. He picks me up in a Falcon Arrow, perfectly executed, and the cameraman missed it. Oh, I remember he was mad. I know I was mad. It was a bunch of BS. Here comes this little Trenton Crusher, dude. This is another one of those WEF guys. That's their company. They were up there in Kentucky, but they were working with TBW. Big double clothesline to the little Titan from Jackal and Anthony Steele. I was almost eliminated, as you can tell. So I'm sitting over there, holding the bottom rope. Really good strategy if you're in a rumble. So you definitely want to do that if you don't want to get eliminated. And there goes Titan, about to go over the top rope and get eliminated. So he's sitting and he's holding on, and Steele trying to get him. Jackal did something to me. I don't know what it was. Man, I tell you what, this was a fun match. It was just, nobody knew what the hell they were doing. I was trying to, do whatever I could to make everybody look great. Just wanted to have fun. But I knew what my job was, and my job was to keep the storyline fresh and going between me and Anthony Steele, because this is when I returned, and that's what this was all about. Boom! Big boot by Mr. Steele to Jackal. I'm laying on the second rope. Manny Cobra, I don't know what he's doing to that guy over there, but okay. Trenton Crusher goes down. And now I'm going after Anthony. What is it that I'm about to do to Anthony? Well, Manny Cobra's in the way. Titan's in the way. Everybody is in the way. So, I'm right here trying to get tight to get out of the way, so I kick him. I'm like, you know what? Get your butt out of the way. He's like, oh, God, okay. So he quit trying to go for a submission, and then boom, I got kicked right in the head by Anthony. And then, of course, the cameraman is missing the action once again as the next entrant comes out here in the Raging Rumble. But yeah, there's a section that happens where I go ballistic, give everybody a stunner, and he catches like parts of it. It's crazy. And now we got Mr. Chris Nitro, the WEF Macho Man Champion, whatever that was. But he comes on in. Now, Chris Nitro, he's a good talent. Unfortunately, the WEF guys actually like closed their doors down for whatever reason. I guess people decided they just didn't want to wrestle no more, or they couldn't get anybody to help them, or they just gave up. I really don't know what it was, but it was something. Mr. Alexander Kelly can tell you more about that. But there's Manny Cobra and Anthony still going at it. Looks like Jackal and Titan. We got Mr. Chris Nitro over there. I'm laying down. I was so gassed right here at this point. Because, I mean, you got to think, I'm older. I'm the oldest one out of all these guys. It's sad, I know. But at this point, I mean, I'm just now getting back into the ring. You know, this is literally my second match that I've had. And I'm already in a big, like, Iron Man match almost. You know what I mean? I've already been in this match for going on 25 minutes at this point. And I'm just, like, spent. If I did it now, I'd be all right because I'm more prepared for it. But back then, I didn't even think. I'm just like, well, it's supposed to be me and Anthony doing some stuff. And then as the time going on, y'all are starting the Rumble, and y'all are going to wait till later to get eliminated. I'm like, later? And I was thinking, well, it's cold. Maybe it'll be all right. So there I am, passed out. And here comes everybody. Look at me. Oh, my God. Everybody's just kind of standing around, too. See, this is what you call an unorganized Rumble. But, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was laying there for Ledger. Boom. Hits me with the frog splash, and I'm selling it like a mofo. And now here comes some more action as the next person comes out. As you can see, they fixed the filter. Oh, yes, Major Wentworth. I ended up having a small little gauntlet match with him later on in my career. You'll get to see that here in the next coming weeks. But there goes, looks like Mr. whatever his name is. I forgot his name. Trenton, whatever. He's gone. So a few people getting eliminated here and there. I know that it's coming up to where it's going to be mine and Anthony's segment. I'm still on the ground because I took that frog splash. There goes Anthony and Ledger. Oh, man. Ledger almost getting eliminated by Anthony. And Ledger taking it, boom, knocking him into the top turnbuckle. Just getting ready, and now he's taken to the top of it. As he goes and bam, hits him with that jumping off with the knee. Everybody just all over the place. There I am slowly getting up in the corner now. Major Wentworth working to try and eliminate Party Animal. That was his name, Party Animal. And it's crazy. So you see, look at me hitting that big old right hands on Mr. Jackal. He didn't like that very much. These Rumbles are crazy. I wish they had the ring that they have now. You know, it would have been a little more fun and more doable. But it is what it is. They have the makeshift ring. As you can see, the time is starting to go down. You know, the sun's setting. It's starting to get darker. And this is like a filter to make it look brighter than what it actually was. But this was the only Rumble that I had been in since I've returned to the yard or into this business. I've had Rumbles before, but not in a ring, usually on a trampoline of some sort. And now here we are getting the action missed again. See, what I should have done if I was paying attention, but I'm just so focused when I'm working in that ring of just doing my job. If I was paying attention to what the cameraman does, I would have just stood there. I would have just stood there and not did a damn thing. They wouldn't have missed anything. But here comes the next Mr. Joe Anderson. It's a guy I haven't, unfortunately, got to have a one-on-one match with. But we have our small little moment in this ring during this time right here. There's a lot of guys in TBW I never got to face. one-on-one. And Joe Anderson is one of those guys, and even Ledger is one of those guys. I got to have some interactions with him in this Rumble, as you could see, that you've been able to see, but I never had a one-on-one with him. I would have liked to have a one-on-one with some of these WEF guys, that Chris Nitro and that Jackal. I would have loved to have a one-on-one with each of those guys. Joe Anderson, for sure. I didn't even have a one-on-one with the Party Animal. I did have one with Manny Cobra. I kind of had one with Russell Cooper, but it was more of that gauntlet match style. But, I mean, it is what it is. I did get to have a one-on-one match with Titan, though. And I will be posting that here in the next couple days, hopefully. I did get to have a one-on-one with Gage Flair. Gage Flair is not in this Rumble because he's actually in the main event of this show, which was All Hallows Mania. And I'll put a link in the description below so you all could go and check out the whole pay-per-view if you get bored and want to see it. I'm not telling anybody not to support TBW. Just me and TBW just apparently isn't going to be working out anymore, at least for now, until further notice. So, but this is just me want to share my experiences that I had while in TBW. Again, this is only my second match, so I apologize for the poor performance. The beginning of the match was great. But as it's dragging on, it's like they told me to just keep staying in there. Just stay in here for a little bit longer. Stay in here for a little bit longer. And I'm like, I'm ready to go, man. I'm not winning this thing. I'm ready to do my spot with Anthony, and let's go. And here we are waiting for the next guy. They wanted a segment where I stun everybody, okay? I said this earlier. So I end up stunning everybody, and they miss it. Here's I stun Anthony. Boom. There goes Anthony, right? And now I eliminate him right there, and you can't see it, but then they're like, oh shit, you got eliminated. So there's a referee pointing. I just eliminated Anthony Steele. And now I'm going on a stunner binge, and the cameraman is missing it. He's missing everything. Here comes Mr. Hogzilla. Something about him and Major Wentworth is a big thing. I don't know. It just is. But yeah, here he comes. And there I am. Look, I stunned Wentworth right there. I stunned Joe Anderson. I stunned Cobra. I stunned Nitro. And then Ledger's supposed to get me towards the edge. And then Anthony's going to come back in the Rumble. You're going to see that. So I go for a stunner on Ledger. Ledger pushes me away. But you see how everybody's laid out? I stunned them all. So I did stun Joe Anderson. But unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. Then here comes Anthony, and then, bow, there I go, right out of the ring. So I eliminated Anthony. Anthony illegally got back in the ring, eliminated me, and that's what continues our storyline. And that's what makes it great. And you'll see that in a video package later on. I don't know if I can show that because of music and stuff, but I'll try and see if I could get that on there. And then the Rumble will actually continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to the end, and we'll go from there. All right, ladies and germs, and here we are at the end of this Rumble. And right now we got Chris Nitro on the outside, and then Joe Anderson spears Nitro out. So he just got eliminated. Now we're down to Joe Anderson, Ledger. Oh, and Joe Anderson just got eliminated by Ledger, and now it's down to Titan and Ledger, one of their first times doing a one-on-one. So Titan's looking to win this Rumble. He's looking to become the world champion again. And now we got a little bit of a situation. You can see how dark it is, and they had to get flashlights and headlights and stuff to get onto the Rumble. And then there goes the Slink Blade. Ledger hitting the big spots on old Titan here. And it's down to the final two, Ledger and Titan. Ledger going to the top. Ledger came in at number 4, and he's lasted all the way to the end. Nice rollover. Ledger was always good at that, at those recoveries and stuff. And then here we go, Titan doing everything he can to eliminate Ledger. He hit him with the running knee, goes for the thing. Ledger reverses, tosses Titan right out of the Rumble, and boom, ding, 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 ding. He said, no. Ledger goes on and wins the 2021 Raging Rumble, the last Rumble that TBW actually has had so far. And very impressive, very good showsmanship and everything. So here's Ledger. He picked up the victory. He had a big matchup, and he goes on to season finale to win the TBW World's Heavyweight Championship. And from there, he went on and had a 500 and something day reign as the world champion. So again, around this point, this is the start of Ledger's big-time career as he goes on and claims his victory. Very impressive. I remember I was at ringside hollering for him, rooting for him, saying, yeah, go Ledger, And I was hoping, there was going to be one day that I'm going to get to have that one-on-one match. And there was supposed to be a time where James Taylor and Ledger was supposed to have a match. But unfortunately, that never happened. And the reason that never happened was because of the booking that TBW did. But it is what it is. You can see it's really dark. Ledger picking up a huge victory here at the Raging Rumble in 2021, that All Hallows Mania, the day before Halloween. And I hope you all enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be showing you the next match here very shortly, in the next few days. It's going to be me versus Gage Flair. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that like button. If you'd like me to review some of your matches, then just hit them down in the comment section below or DM me on Instagram. And I'll catch you in the next one.